Hello, envzys again. Today's video we're gonna talk about my Enhypen opinions. And yes, we are making another opinions again. I don't know, but I might get attacked? Maybe, but I think not that so. My opinions on Enhypen is not that hard and offensive. But if you are getting offensive, then not sorry. Well, I just want to do this video to know that your idol needs an opinion. And probably you be now ready to comment any anti-comments. Watch it before you do something lol. Let's start with this, that they have good voice, but the thing is, they will never be one of the groups known for the live vocals. They are basically the same case as ITZY with their choreographies, mainly the title tracks ones. There is no way they will ever do full-on live vocals, not perfect ones you expect or are used to from other groups, which have less demanding choreographies, and that's okay if they deliver at least on the dance and overall performance side. And I'm not gonna say more about that. And actually this one is powerful for engenes, being so stupid and lottery dumb for sexualizing Nicki too much. Every other Enhypen TikTok, post on Instagram, Twitter, or even here on YouTube is basically you sexualizing a kid, who is 16. I understand that he might be the closest to you age-wise and you yourself don't see anything wrong in being a bit more mature already, let's just say, so you mirror it on him, and that the company or even he himself oftentimes present him in this way. But seeing the amount of this content makes me be sick when I remind myself how young he is. And he'll say to you that sexualizing isn't fun to do. Is it stupid to do? Okay, next stupidies. Heesung and Seungwon were the only members ready to actually debut. I mean, don't deny this one. The members are individually talented with a ton of potential. They all deserve to be scouted. But they debuted with their talent and skills hardly being polished by the training system enough to be rightfully titled as worthy of debut. Only Heesung and Seungwon come off as actually ready ever since Island. They are improving with every comeback. They have made a significant step forward since their debut, but still, I hope you know what I mean. This is a problem. The group will be called overrated by many people. This will be pretty much the same case as TXT. They are hugely popular even now, before their official debut, and there is no doubt that their debut will break many records and earn them music shows wins. People who aren't/won't be their fans will get envious, and once again the reason for their success for those people will be, they are from big hit. You can't really change anything about it because from now on, every group that will debut under the company will have to go through the same ridiculous amount of hate for it because BTS is their seniors. Their work can be perfect, breathtaking and awesome, but there will still be people pinpointing stupid flaws on them, just to put them down. Unfortunately, in the case of Enhypen, I also think that people will be bringing up other eliminated participants and say he would be better in the group than _ because that's what happens with survival shows groups. Producers pick again. I believe that the producers would choose K if Sunwoo wasn't standing there too. See, Sunwoo is the most popular member of Koreans and this group is a K-pop group. You have to make sure that members like him will be in the final lineup no matter what, or else you have a bunch of fans from your homeland hating on the group or even boycotting it since the very beginning, and earning the loyal home fan base is a key factor in the success of the groups these days. They definitely discussed it a lot if they should choose K or Sunwoo. For them, it was a situation they didn't expect to happen, having members like them being in the last three. K is a member that deserved to debut no matter what, with his skills, experiences, potential, and bonds he had to the rest of the participants, and they definitely hated to not be able to pick more than just one member in the end, because losing K is like losing a clear diamond. Heesung is mentally shaken. You would have to be blind and deaf to not visibly see/hear how Heesung's mental health was worsening with every episode. He started off as a confident, strong-willed trainee, but with the evaluations, global votes, and many more factors, the whole show left a nasty mark on him. We were able to see that he was glad for having K around because he could go to him, talk with him about his worries, and could always expect a helping hand from the older. I believe that in the latest episodes, Heesung relied on K debuting with him and helping him with the leadership, but now when K didn't make it to the final lineup, Heesung lost a member he could lean on. Yes, he still has Jae and Sunghoon there, members who can help him, but K was just a figure on a whole another level in Heesung's eyes. The Vampire X Superpowers X Supernatural high school concept suits them now perfectly, and it will probably suit them even in their early 20s, so there is still quite a while to go, but I believe that they will have to wrap up the storyline sometime then and kinda drop it behind, finished as a book, or just heavily minimalize it, since it would be weird for their older selves to still stick with it if they don't make the concept as a whole more mature, mainly ditch the high school, Teen Wolf vibes. On that this last one. Well, sure, if you know what I'm talking about. Well, I don't know if Jungkook followed the show like a J-Hope did, but he was holding the tablet with their bios most of the time during their visit to Island. Maybe he paid particular attention to Jungwon because Jungwon's bio said that Jungkook is his role model. Jungwon's voice is distinctive and strong when dancing and is a main vocal and dance leader. JK would have noticed that. Also, Jungwon is clearly in junior ace like Isung. He came in first most often during part 1, and while we could not always hear BTS, they were often talking to each other during the final and could have been sharing opinions. On the voting, I think the same demographic voted for some of the members. In part 1, when you could vote for 6, most everybody could vote for their 4 or 5 favorites and always vote for who they wanted to rescue from the ground. On that last day they tripled the votes and you could only vote for grounders. They never told us you were ranking them. My core was Heesung, Sunghoon, Jungwon, J, K and Daniel. Sometime I might switch K with Hanbin or Nicholas. After part 2, when you could only vote for 2, I usually voted for Heesung and then split my vote between Sunghoon and Jungwon. When they revealed the votes in the midpoint in the first voting round and Jay was in danger, most people sent rescue votes his way, and many of them came from Daniel, who went from number 2 to the bottom and never recovered the votes. I think many felt that Daniel was very talented but would have another chance because he was only 14. During the final vote everyone was close except for Jungwon. Most of the others were only thousands apart, whereas Jungwon's votes were over 200,000 higher than the next person, Jay. I believe the same pattern happened with Jay and Daniel, only in this case Jungwon got votes from multiple people. I believe he got some of Sunwoo's votes, he got some of Heesung's votes, he got some of Sunghoon's votes because you could only vote for one. And no one believes that the producers would ever let Heesung and or Sunwoo go. Sunwoo was hands down the people's choice and especially the favorite in South Korea. So a lot of people were voting to try to force out 9. Also remember that every time someone left, their votes had to go somewhere. So we have Jeonu, Taki and Hanbin leaving. I think Nicki may have benefited the most from Taki and Hanbin voters, but maybe Jungwon received some help from there as well. The voting dynamic changed every time someone left. With the popular vote, Taki was 4. He left by producer choice and then Hanbin was 4. He left by producer choice and then Nicki was 4. So previous super high vote getters, 1, 2 and 3 or 4, Heesung, Sunghoon and Sunwoo became 5, 6 and 8 and their votes shifted to push Jungwon to the top. Jungwon became number 1 in South Korea where previously Sunwoo was. There are a lot of math models, but if you use ordinals to average producers' scores as well as people's votes, then Jungwon would have always been in the top 7. People needed that voice. He is clearly a lead vocalist. He has the most lines on their studio albums along with Heesung and is also clearly doing the background vocals in some cases. And this is what the video starts with and ends with. Thank you for watching the video, and also to my subscribers, some of you watch with not subscribed. Subscribe and read the description below. Bye.